Oh, and the Pokemon Fan 1993 here, back with more Pokemon Unite. So, yesterday, we ended up getting Mimikyu as a license for Pokemon Unite. I believe it's 14, let me just double check to make sure I'm not blowing smoke. I think it's 14k to buy it with Pokecoins. Or, my bad, not Pokecoins, Aos coins. We're just going to make sure I'm not blowing out my ass. Yeah, no, where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, 13k coins. Okay. So, now that we know how much it costs, we're actually going to do something I normally don't do and I probably should start doing. On the lead up to whenever a Pokemon gets released, we get what they call a temporary Unite license. What it does is when we use it, we get a Pokemon to use for one day. For 24 hours, I guess you could more put it. So we have two Mimikyu limited licenses here. So we're going to use one. So we can get a feel for how Mimikyu is and see if he's worth throwing the money on. And that's where we're going with the Pokemon. We're going to find Mimikyu. We're going to favorite him if I can. I'm not sure if you can if it's a temporary Unite license. We're going to find out. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to... Can I not... Okay, I cannot favorite a rental. So... Can I not equip stuff? Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to look at his moveset real quick. Attack of the catch gun, every third attack increase, that's pretty basic. Alright, let's see what else his other attacks are. Disguise. When Pokemon's Disguise when it takes damage from an opponent, the HP has its HP decreased by a set percentage, and its remaining HP nullifies the damage for a set amount of time. Change the busted form at the same time, revenge marketplace. Pokemon that dealt the damage. Ability increased movement speed, report from revenge mark, okay. So basically that means that if it gets hit, the revenge mark gets put on the opponent, and then bad shit happens. Okay, so we got, start with Astonish. That bad shit, okay. Play rough. That's basically just like how, Azumarill is. Shadow Claw, select from it hits the creature and moves to restoring the user's HP when it receives the Pokemon basic test move. Okay. And we have Shadow Sneak, which is pretty much what I think it is. So I think, yeah, Play Rough and Shadow Sneak seem like the best ones right off the bat. Scratch. That direction, Trick Room. Movement speed decreases applied when using the effect area. The effect is converted to movement speed increase and okay. I don't think I'll use Trick Room because I like prefer damage. Okay. You might play with me. As you leap at the opposing Pokemon and trap inside its frag, dealing damage to the Pokemon over time and granting the user a shield. The user Pokemon trapped is affected by any Pokemon who except the users. Okay, so if he's in a thing, people can't just gang up on him. If the user loses a shield or if a set amount of time passes, the user stops attacking and jumps in the designated direction. Okay. Offense is 4, endurance is 3.5, mobility is 3.5, scoring and support are both 1. So I do like how he has a good amount of endurance. I prefer offense and endurance more than anything else, but his mobility is actually really good. I think Mimikyu is that mobile. Okay, so we're going to obviously give him the muscle band, keep the muscle band on, and we're going to swap out the experience chip for something else. Attack weight, score the goal, okay. Let's do that because that'll help with its thing, and then basic attack speed, leftover HP recovery. I'm actually going to go focus band. I'm actually going to see if that's going to help us a little bit. We do have 2 attacks up already, so that's going to increase our defense, special defense. Actually, I'm going to see if I can upgrade. I should be able to upgrade this at least once or twice. Yes. Cool. Alright, we just upgrade the focus band just a little bit. So with all that, he gets... What does he get? He gets 200 HP, 29 attack, 26 defense, 24 special defense, and 7.5% attack speed. Okay, so we're going to attempt to use him. If I can't use him, I'm going to have to deal with something else, but I think today we had the 5-minute matches, which is one of the perfect ones to check him on. So, alright, so we're going to check to see the quick ones, because quick ones are the easiest one to try a Pokemon out. I'm going to Mirror Stadium. Aroma Park, actually, is the... So let's give Mimikyu a chance at Aroma Park. Maybe I'll do like 2 Aroma Parks, maybe 1 or 2 regular matches. For those who never played Aroma Park before, basically what it is basically just you start at one part of the area, your opponent starts at the other. There are 2 goal zones. If you score a goal zone for about 15-20 seconds, there is a 2 times timer on it. If your ally score in the zone, they get double the points. If your enemy scores in the zone while you have the 2 up, it'll actually just get rid of the 2 times for your team. And then obviously if they do it when it's neutral, they'll get the 2 times as well. So there's a bit of strategy involved in this because this is a 3-on-3. So normally what I try to do is I try to focus on one goal zone. I go up there and I farm the goal. I go to the goal and I score. Try to get people to come up there, and then what I do is I kind of pull the area a little bit, go back down, go middle for Pokemon when it shows up, and then not go anyone I try to get my way unless I'm overpowered or I'm outmatched. Alright, so give him a good shot. He has the potion. That's the best one for him. That'll prep. Physical close, okay. Let's have a look at that item again. We'll try close more. Okay, so we have a supporter, an attacker, and an all-rounder. Pretty good setup. Assuming support does its job. Alright, so we got 3 annoying Pokemon we have to fight, but unfortunately for them, they're all ranged attackers, meaning that we should have the advantage, because they really should have run them out more. We have 2 physical attackers and a, you know what I mean, kind of an offset, and I would really recommend anyone going against 3, you know what I mean, they're not really well balanced enough. So we're going to immediately say head to the top path like I normally do when I play this mode. We're going to start with Astonish. Okay. Astonish seems to be like an AoE kind of thing. Scratch and movement speed increase, I saw that, so yeah. I guess more of an AoE, I guess kind of like a front attack. You got problem over here, huh? Oh, I died. Wait, how am I not? I was gonna say, how am I alive? I guess I'm heading to the bottom path now because they're taking the top path. I know I was screwed, by the way, there from the beginning. It's obvious I was going to get screwed. I didn't know how bad it's going to be. Shadow Plug. Shadow restores HP when I use it. It's helpful. Oh, Shadow Claw attacks like a multiple times attack. It's like slap. It's almost like double slap. Not bad. I don't know, there hasn't been any nerfs, I don't think, with Mimikyu since he started. Let's go Shadow Sneak now. I'm not sure what I got, because they got their double goal zone pointed out right now. To be able to score 36. They're holding up there. They alright? No, Zoroark just got knocked around. Okay, looks like they don't want to mess. Looks like my team does not want to mess with them at the moment, so we're not going to attempt to make it worse for them. Okay, so Chelsea seems to, it lets Mimikyu jump back while it happens. Let's try it again. I just want to see that. Okay, yeah, so he goes forward. Cool. Kind of like it. This is probably going to be my setup. It's probably going to be Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw. And I have my Uniting Warrior too, so that's good. Scoring points, you're going to have to wait a minute. Oh, we actually got it. Nice job. I think we can get it. They're really not fighting much there. It looks like our... Yeah, they're doing real good just by themselves. Even without my support. That just proves that my fact, like, you shouldn't really be taking... I know ranged attackers are not meant to take damage regardless if they're ranged all-rounders. They're not supposed to take that much damage, so... I never got the point of having a ranged all-rounder anyway. It seems kind of weird. They're definitely working together. That's good on them. More than I could say about most people like the outside going up on here. So. Okay, so Shadow thinks it lets me go before him too. I'm not get it back really quick. Oh, I see hanging again makes you jump towards them. Alright, that's cool. I want to see what they're actually doing up there. Are they actually doing anything? They're not. I'm just going to do this to this. Is he actually going to come after me? He doesn't. I figured. some point I want to use it, my Unite move as well and see how good that is. I will say though, if you get damaged Pokemon from while the Pokemon is in, that would make the move almost more powerful, and the Mimikyu does be nerfed almost immediately. I think it's really good for going sneak up on opponents. Are they fighting around here? What the Koopa is. Thank you. Damn, Shadow Flash restored a lot of my HP. We're gonna try to take Regigigas, but we only have 25 seconds left. I'm not sure if it's gonna even be possible. They got it, but we can't attack them. Let's go on score. This guy's smart, but he's not that smart. Yep, I stopped. Okay, it looks like we stopped them all from scoring from that Regigigas, so that's good. We did lose. I did lose both my teammates near the end, but that should not have allowed them to win that match. Well, at least from my point of view, it shouldn't have. We'll see what actually happens. Oh, geez, yeah, we dominated them. We're 800 points. Alright, I want to take a look. Wow, I did quite a bit of damage from that. I just want to see. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm gonna say this right now. I understand Hoopa's meant to be support, but I have I'm not a professional player, but I've never seen anyone use him like really well. Like maybe halfway decent. But for where I stand, the Pokemon that I've seen play, I don't think Hoopa is, in my opinion, an F tier. Like if we're going from S, A, D, E, you know what I mean, all the way from S all the way to F, I think he's F tier, E tier the most for me. Maybe I'll do a tier list at some point of the Pokemon, at least Pokemon that I played. I can't just make it one for every single Pokemon, but I can make it one at least for the ones that I played, that I continually play. For example, let me just go back to my Pokemon real quick, and just see how many Pokemon I played that I would know what I'm talking about. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 2 Mimikyus, 8. I've not played actually yet. No, I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 Pokemon that I would have on probably like the 30 or 35 that have been things so far I have experience with. At least at one point or another. Alright, now we're going to go to standard. We're going to do Thea Sky Ruins, I think. Why would you get ready for a match if you're not even near your Switch or your phone to hit the ready button? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Alright, we're going to try to snag Mimikyu real quick. Couldn't get him. So I can't use Mimikyu this round. So we're going to switch to somebody else. Couldn't favor him because of the way the game is. But we're going to go with, we've got an all-rounder supporter, a second all-rounder. I think we need a Spring Pecker, so we're going to switch to, over to Lacer, I think. Yeah. So we got 2 all-rounders, a Defender, and 2 Spring Peckers. That'd be a pretty good setup. Alright, I'm going to go with, Aegis left. He's an all-rounder and physical attacker, meaning everything physical attacker and ranged attacker both at the same time, at the same place. Assuming that he goes down there, it's actually not a bad thing to have. sorry, I'm just kind of... Sometimes this whole loading screen takes a minute, so I was kind of just looking at my phone for a second, just looking through Facebook, because I kind of run out of stuff to talk about. We got, yeah, so... This is going to be a pretty similar situation to what happened last time. The only difference is that they have 3 ranged attackers. But I know that some of them can be a bit annoying, but Glaceon is one thing, Glaceon is a fantastic special attacker. Range attacker. Special attacker, range attacker, whatever you want to call it. I still call it special. Once I get what I need anyway. Once I get to level 6, and then that's when Glaceon starts to shine. I'm gonna go... Get too close to him, bud. He's gonna die. I was fine doing that because I have potion as my backup, but still. I need to be level 4 to load the lake, and then I can start doing a little bit more. Oh, we got Mimikyu down now. It's gonna be very helpful. We're doing 2 range attacks. Alright, I got my ice in the spear. Be able to do some quick damage now. 21. Gives me almost level 5. Little spawn. Grab up some money from that hostage again. Oh yes, I was gonna mention this too. You're not gonna see me play Halloween Mirror Stadium because it's not fun. Like, compared to, like, I think I would rather play, like, any other map, like, 3 times, and 3 times than ever play Mirror. Because I'm Halloween, because the whole pumpkin thing is an interesting concept, but they never really made it work perfectly. For example, like, you could just constantly get hit with the thing, and I think the Pokemon in question should, have to be range or away from the player in order to use that Howling. For example, if you use someone that's right next to you, it shouldn't work. It should temporarily stun them. Because if you do it right on top of somebody, there's no way they can avoid it. There's no way they see it coming. So if you just abuse the shit out of that, then you win. That's like that's why I don't play it. I tried playing it like the last year it came out. I think it was last year when I played, and I had fun for it for like maybe like, I don't know, 3 matches. I'm like, okay, this is boring as shit. Now that's with me being only playing with just me. So maybe it's better if you have multiple people to play with in your party, but other than that I was gonna say that Froakie has no idea what he's doing. He's going level 4. He should be a much higher level than that by now. Also, I will say this too. One of the things that I've mentioned this before, probably dozens of times. Machamp should not be able to move back. Machamp's speed is so low that, for example, like I just said, Mimikyu's speed seems really high, and I think that's just because they need it to be high. But I think it'd be more interesting if they made Pokemon actually like closer. For example, Glaceon right now, the speed that she's going is pretty standard for Glaceon. Aegislash should be the slowest thing in the damn universe to steal. I think all skill types, regardless of what they actually are, should not be able to Now they're gonna win this one. There's no, like, we're not getting any help down here at all. They're all up top, which is, I'm not gonna lie, for a random match, it's actually pretty fucking normal. It's actually so normal, it's actually kind of sickening. I don't know if the top gives you better experience or what it is, but no one ever goes bottom path. A lot of times, if I go bottom path, it's just me fighting everybody else and no one doing anything about it. Like, you can call for backup, they're like, yeah, I'll come for backup when I'm done here, and then they never get done doing what they need there, so backup never shows up. I will say that Glaceon, so I'm not just harking on other people, I think Glaceon's rage in this game is really ridiculous. Everyone wants the goal zone. Really, guys, you got 3 people up there and you can't save your own goal zone? 2 defenders, too. That's even worse. Wait. I thought, didn't we have 2 defenders, didn't we? You switch off at the last possible second. Son of a bitch. A lot of people don't know this either, but actually Greninja, for the triple double team he uses, or whatever that is, if you're targeting the Pokemon with an auto attack move, like, for example, my Ice Fickle Spear, it'll go automatically to, if all 3 of them are in, it'll automatically go towards the actual Greninja instead of the team. I want to do just a Romer Stain today, but I gotta try to use Mimikyu and a couple other ones as well. There's no one down here helping me. Go figure. Well, Aegis Flash is out of the battle. Yeah, we need a defender down here. Damn me. But unfortunately, the thing is that about mobility, defense, and all that is they'd have to stop. They would have to do every single Pokemon over in order to make it work. Because when they do stuff like that, right there, I don't believe Greninja should be dealing that much damage. Look at that. He took on an all-rounder. Greninja is a ranged attacker, not a all-rounder. He should not have been able to deal both of us that much damage. I'll close to surrender, but we're getting our ass kicked. Of course, we're probably not get the 4th person agreeing with us. Wow, we actually did. All right, so that was a complete fuck fest. I don't know what happened, but we were not doing much at all. Like, I don't understand what exactly was going on. Probably didn't get a lot of help. Like, I think one of us should have gone. Like, we should have switched. Some of us should have switched sides. For example, I probably should have gone to the top path, and maybe Umbreon should have came down to the bottom path. See, we were winning at that particular moment, but by the look of it was going, like, for example, I think I took our bat at a real quick. How was he dealing so little damage? How was he doing so much? That's what I mean. According to the damage they were doing to us, they were killing us so many times that at some point they would have got middle, and then we would have lost anyway because due to lack of points. We're going to battle one more time, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get Mimikyu this time. Hopefully. I hate the internet. I know it's no way limit for the match. I said look at like the first thing that popped up on Facebook, and there's a TikToker who was complaining because her shift was a 9 to 5 job, which is, for those that don't know, that's a 8-hour shift, and that is standard. I know people in my thing who work for like 12 hours. Now, I can't say I've worked that many hours because I haven't. I think the most hours I've worked in one shot was 5. But that's because, you know, my disability, and I used to work 5 hours instead of 4. So, I haven't really, I've only done like half of that, but I can tell you right now, I've seen people come back home from a 9 to 5 job. They look exhausted as shit, and you know what I mean? It's just something you gotta get used to. So it tells me this is gonna be a bot match, because we're not getting anyone to join up. Usually if it goes on this long, it means they're gonna end up throwing me in a bot lobby, which actually for me testing Mimikyu in a 5v5 is actually a really good thing. And the chance that they take Mimikyu, the AI takes Mimikyu, is probably close to none. I'll be able to tell you here in a minute if we're dealing with if we have AI controlled allies. Okay, see how no one has anything selected? That's a pretty good sign that all my guys are bots. They won't. I don't think they start selecting until after you select yours. But I am going to do one thing. I think I'm going to give Mimikyu. I'm going to give Mimikyu the potion for now. I think that's good for him. Alright, so we got, so far, yes, now they're going to start selecting. So I'm going to call for bottom. But usually I don't have, as long as you're smart enough, unless you get like triple or double teamed, usually you can do a bot match pretty easily. Okay, so we got 2 all-rounders, 2 range attackers, my bad, a physical all-rounder, a physical, or a ranged all-rounder, 2 special attackers, and 1 physical attacker. What's our opponent pick? Okay, so we got 1 speedster, my bad, Absol is a speedster, 1 defender, 2 round, okay, so they actually have a more rounded thing than us. However, if they are all really bots, then there shouldn't be much of an issue. And I'll tell you, like, mid-match, if I can tell you if there's a bot, if some of these guys are bots or not. It's pretty obvious what actually happens if they are bots, but we're going to check it anyway. Ready? Go! Alright, so we're gonna start with Astonish, like last time. And get here. Usually though, if all your teammates are bots, usually the enemies are bots too. I know because I've done this quite a few times doing like the smaller matches. Which I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if it's against bots or whatever. If you get shit for it, I call it a match. Doesn't matter if some shit happens, they're all bots or whatever else. Yeah, you don't get as much credit because bots are easy to deal with, but you still win the match, you still get shit, so. Alright, let's see here. So it's hard to tell if that Chansey was a bot or not by what he just did. Usually a bot will only retreat if you're low on health. I think these two are bots. They don't seem to be very concerned with how much HP they have. I'm getting my ass kicked though because my teammates are doing good and we have 4 people down there. This does not start out very good. We actually have 4 bots down here, which is something you don't normally see. I think I can get that up while you're right now. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I don't think these guys. I think these guys are bots because normal people wouldn't hang around here if that was the case. Am I losing levels or am I losing my fucking mind? I don't know what happened there, but it looks like I was losing levels. Yep, that's a bot. He's running away at the very last possible second before he dies. Yeah, that's definitely a bot. You don't have to tell how something's about how they score. For just an example. A bot will most likely go all the way to the center of the opponent's or whoever's goal zone in order to score, which is usually something you don't have to do because it wastes extra movement. Usually you want to do it as close to the edge as possible, so you're farther away from the opponent when it happens. I don't want to get my ass kicked so bad. It must be. Maybe I need to start focusing more on attack and get rid of focus. Maybe I should put the X attack on. I'm not sure. But again, maybe Mimikyu is not really good like early game. Maybe Mimikyu is better off for late game. There's a lot of Pokemon are. Probably helps if I got Shadow Sneak at some point. Try to be here. Yep. Alright, how many? Do I score this? Which I can't because fucking. He was waiting way too long for him to retreat that battle. Yeah, he was running for bears, but he still waited way too long. Shadow Claw and Shell Sneak are a really good combo. So we got one of the gold zones gone. Yeah. Did he die or did he retreat? He must have died. Yeah, after you get Shadow Claw, he's really good because he gets HP back after that. Whether Shadow Claw he does. I definitely see him before Shadow Claw. I definitely see him being more of a harder to use. Probably the difficulty for him is intermediate, not expert yet. As Shadow Claw does if you're farming and there's one Pokemon nearby you, that's really good for you guys gonna be able to stop that thing or what? I think they're all up there. Meaning I'm just doing one down here, but with Shadow Claw and Shadow Sneak, it should be fine. Shot from I can see pretty clearly. Got him. Alright, so we got an HP restoring for a small amount of time, which is going to be helpful. Kind of wish they would have been able to hold their own up there instead of retreating. But now they're going to score once again. Not let them hold that right there. I will say though, the hardest thing I think about with AI teammates is just getting them to defend something because they don't seem to. They won't defend something if they're real low on HP, and they should be defending regardless if they get HP deck from their own goal zone. Which leads to a lot of people, and I've mentioned this before, is a lot of people like the camp as well. They'll camp on top of their goal zone because they think they can't get touched. For example, I think Mewtwo will do it fucking constantly. You know how to use Mewtwo. Well, let's say if we don't know how you. Let's say if you use Mewtwo at like that when you're using bursts for attacks. Okay. Back here. not done with it. It's just exactly a chase move, which is good because I like that. That's what I liked about a Zoom Arrow, but the only thing I didn't like about a Zoom Arrow was the fact that his attack power was not even taking more than one opponent at once, and that got me, eventually got me to the point where I didn't want to let or him, or however you want to. You know, okay, come here. Thank you, Brendan. You actually helped me there. I do get my attacks back particularly quick too. Also, there's a couple of more you can tell with Greninja, for example. Greninja, when he uses double team, he actually puts his real body toward the opponent. You're not supposed to put it in the back so they can't hurt you when they get cute, but just when you actually are. Which I've used Greninja like once the entire thing, so I can't really say what that is, but it seems like going away from the enemy would be the best option on that front. Get Resurrect here now. I think Shadow Claw's time to use Shadow Claw over and over again should be increased, because it seems like Mimikyu can just spam the shit out of it. Which obviously keeping the game, trying to keep the game, like, you know what I mean, fair. It seems like that should not be able to. I'm gonna shit out of you. Should be able to score it now and then. Now a lot of people would go to the top after this to go attack the other Golden. I'm actually gonna stay down here and make this Golden stay safe. The most likely to hit the top. If I go up there, they might bring one or two guys down here. They might get overwhelmed. Damn. Come here, you. I would dare say too, if you're fighting Mimikyu, to get behind him, because Shadow Claw does hurt, but only in the direction that you choose to face it. So if you know which way it's coming from, I think you can avoid it for the most part. Or you can avoid most of the damage. And we have Zapdos or whatever spawning about 40 seconds, so probably my next focus is going to be taking him out. I definitely do like Mimikyu though. Like that. Also, I'm going to tell you guys something too. Because of the way I record my videos on my Switch, I can't go much longer than 30-ish minutes, because it goes through my, where are you? I think I know with that. Did I not? It didn't work on it. It hooks up to the... Hooks up to the dock, meaning the dock overheats, so... And I have seen a couple people do it where it says that the Switch can't take anymore, so they have to temporarily put it in sleep mode in order to get it to cool down. So we have a quick tail stick to make sure no one does that. So I don't want that happening like mid-recording, and then recording, cool it off, and then resume recording. But if I do it like for Unite, that brings up an even bigger issue. You know what I mean? Alright, so we got everything under control here, it looks like. By the way, there is a point, if you are beating the bots really that bad, they actually all will agree to a surrender. And I want to say the first time when the game first came out, that was never an option. That was not an option. Or the AI to do that. Or the AI we're programmed to do that. Here you go. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna put up a tumble street to try to get this. But I'm gonna head that into the bomb. I'm gonna be like within the last 20 seconds. But I think pretty sure we got this 1-1 unless they do some weird shit right at the end. I'll Pikachu scored some points. So did Absol 40 points, and Absol scored about 40 or 50. It's a really shitty attack, defending our goals, and we're going to take that one if we're not careful. Someone stopped them, but I'm hoping I can get in long enough for us to keep that goals on the line. Come on, let me spawn. No. Fuck you, no. Damn it. I tried. If I would have spawned like a second later, I would have got it. I would have been able to stop it. I think we still won, though. No. By the way, I'm going to say one thing. I could have been played. I could have used Talonflame. I didn't count Talonflame when I've used. Because from the moment I started battling against Talonflame, I never liked him. The only reason I'm saying that is because he has several moves that let him, first of all, fly. Should not be a move. It basically just lets you avoid all damage for a second. And it lets you move around while it's happening. So you kind of just, it's kind of like just an unfair thing. It's like, oh, by the way, I'm just going to avoid all your damage. So if you're doing the middle Unite move, your Unite move basically does no damage. No Unite move lasts for as long as he can fly up. Let's have a look at the battle data. And my recovery, 40k, jeez. That was more recovery than their Blissey was getting. Jesus Christ. Alright, anyway. We're going to go back to our main menu, and we're going to grab my daily rewards. And hopefully my Switch does not go into SOS mode while I'm doing it. Which is the one where it switches to a mode so it can pull itself off. Mail, still checking that. Events. Claim. Weekly, no it's not. Mimikyu login bonus. Login 6. Halloween challenge claim. Why does it still tell me I had something? Oh, I can use the gift back. What do I get? Something good? Point card, I'll take that. How many dispenser I get? I can spin it one time. And I got a sticker. Halloween challenge. Okay, there's another pull right there. Whoops. See what we get. 100 tickets. That's not that good actually. Point card. Dailies. Claim. Thank you. Is that all? If I gotta do the energy rewards and then the battle pass. The free battle pass. Bronze Artillery. Already have it according to what this says. One more. A bronze electro with I'm 99% sure I already have it. It'll tell you if you get a new emblem and you already have it or not. It'll say new. So, claim all. It gives me 5 item boosters and 60 tickets. Alright, I think that's about all I can really grab. I don't think there's anything here that I can get from my gifts. Alright, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then,